EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the third leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the Orlando Classic. He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time. I mean, he just blasted it down the fairway, well over 325 yards. Frank, this is good golfing weather. Nice, strong breeze. This one is definitely heading left. Looks like it is going to end up in the rough. Not what he wanted, but he's headed to the beach. All right, so greenside bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really you have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, you never know. It might just go in.
Birdie try up next. So coming off the birdie on the previous hole, a chance now for yet another one.
And momentum all in his favor.
This is a pretty good performance right here. 6 under for the tournament. Now to the fifth hole, and off the tee, Frank, how do these fairway bunkers sort of factor into your mindset as you prepare to tee off?
Well, if you watch the pros play on the Arnold Palmer Invitational, you see two different... Oh, he is winding this one up. Does he have the power though?
That is just a beautiful shot. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
And it makes the green in regulation. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. So one shot closer to the lead with that birdie. Frank, the par 5-6 looks like an enormous carry over the water. What if you're not one of the bigger hitters?
Well, then you've really got to aim at those two bunkers, right in between them on the right side, Rich. It becomes very much a plotter hole, because even the layup becomes important. This par 5, you've then got to attack it with a wedge.
tugged that one a little bit offline to the left, and he'll pay a bit of a price because that rough is fairly thick.
You have to think he'll be happy with that, given that it looked like it was headed right for the rough.
Yeah, it looked like that was the only place it was going to finish, but, well, it's a little bit unexplainable. Let's see what he does from here now. Lucky break. Safely on deck.
Crucial eagle attempt on the way. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read.
Wow, I thought he made that. You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it.
Just a couple of feet. You can see why this player has been compared to a young Rory McIlroy, featured golfer making birdie and now sitting comfortably inside that cut line.
Looks like it's heading for the bunker.
He just missed the bunker. Frank, you like his chances to walk away with a par here?
Well, with a good shot, Rich, yeah, that's certainly on the cards in that. And you think you just write a par down at the end of the hole. Don't tell anyone about it. It certainly won't affect the scorecard at the end of the day. So that's the goal right here.
Pretty good shot right there. This for par. That's a solid par. Still in it, Frank. Frank, how about the 8th par 4, one of the more intriguing setups?
Ideally, you want to just work your tee shot away from that bunker. But this is one fairway you must hit, because it's one of the toughest second shots on the golf course.
Looks to be putting everything into this one. Just destroyed it. We moved that one out there, but he is not going to like the lie.
That moved down in the rough. This looks like it's going to find the target.
Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Now this for birdie. Came away with par in the previous round. Really hitting on all cylinders now. 9 under for the tournament.
It's a consistent theme here at Bay Hill, if you can carry it 300 yards.
Bay Hill always favors the longer hitter. game's about rhythm. When you have good rhythm, it just looks effortless. To hit the ball 300 yards through the air, that easy.
Well, that was a beautiful drive, Frank. Really good position to take advantage.
Sitting up beautifully in the fairway.
Can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
Frank, you've navigated so many leaderboards in your career. This is the way to do it, isn't it?
Oh, there's plenty of holes ahead too, Rich. Third place, a really good position to be playing from here on in.
EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the third leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today it's live third-round coverage of the Orlando Classic. Well, this could be good. Midway through this back nine, could use this birdie here at the 14th. See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. And with that birdie, moves into second place. Frank, deep in the round at the 15th, you need to maybe make something happen. How difficult is that with such a huge dog leg here?
Once again, make sure you know the distance to carry the bunker or run out. You got to play to your strength.
Well, he pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. Going to need a bit of force to extract one out of there.
I'm thinking about 90 yards from here. Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
That's still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
That's how the best in the world play it, Frank.
Well, I'd say a little lucky that it went in, but it was always going to be close.
We've seen guys through the years below the tournament right on this hole.
Yeah, if you get a little too greedy here, you try and make eagle. It's sometimes with a good tee shot, it's an easy 4, but a 3 brings 7 into play.
And that ball is absolutely scorched. Just hit a seed out there. Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole.
Well, with a good shot here, Rich, this eagle on the cards, hole very reachable from where he is.
Don't get many opportunities like this. This is a good place to take advantage. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
That is one of the shots of the day right there, and he will have a really good look at eagle. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Frank, that's the biggest roar I've heard all week long. That was an eagle roar.
For good reason, not just an eagle too. All of a sudden, back in contention.
Frank, par 3 17. Daunting shot. What are you thinking as you step onto this tee?
Just make 3. 2 is a huge bonus. Take 3 in a heartbeat.
Frank had hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
You wonder what he's thinking on that.
Solid play, heart of the green. Settles in over the putt. That is a solid par putt. You know, Tiger was born on the same day as LeBron James, December 30th. And he's had his share of slam dunks, especially on the 18th hole here at Bay Hill.
Yeah, he's just a perfect fit for the golf course. You think every young fears left, but he doesn't fear left at Bay Hill. We've seen his best golf over the years, over the last 15 or so years. To win there 8 times, nobody's come close to that. Ernie Els, one of the great players in the world, won it twice.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, this is the moment of truth. In so many rounds here at Bay Hill, the second at 18.
The best way to put it is it's the most rewarding second shot you'll get on Bay Hill relative to the rest of the people playing.
Good looking shot right here. On the green, and a chance for a birdie. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. Oh, I thought he had that. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Putt for par. He needs one. Frank, a solid par right there. Maintains his position. So through 54 holes, a really good position inside the top 5 with 1 round to go.
Yeah, and those handful of players that we're looking at, Rich, they certainly have looked the best players this week, which makes tomorrow look like a real thriller.
EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the 3rd leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today, it's live final round coverage of the Orlando Classic.
What a great shot.
Frank, it makes the game easy when you play it from the fairway.
Especially when you play it from a lie like that.
What's you need to watch out for here, Frank?
Those 2 front bunkers, Rich, the one that protects the left and the right. More often than not, you want to pitch the ball on the front of this green. They are the 2 to be concerned about.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
How about that bunker shot, Frank?
That's up there with the greats. The sound, too, is wonderful. Good use of the bounce, and it looked like they were trying to hold it.
Nothing wrong with that par putt. Back to the action here at the second. It's a par 3, demanding hole, Frank, isn't it?
Longest par 3 on the golf course. Slightly downhill, but you need every advantage here. It requires your best.
Players still fighting the strong winds out there today. Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot.
Well, that was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back? Second shot.
And he's made the green. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Good putt. Now to the par 4 third. Picturesque and difficult hole, Frank.
It might be picturesque, but it's certainly not for the faint of heart. This is going to take your best swing.
Water all down the left side. He has put himself in an excellent position with a beautiful tee shot. And now a good look at the green. Frank, you've been there. How important is it to hit fairways early in the round?
It just takes the pressure off the rest of the game, Rich. I mean, not only are you reducing the length of the hole by getting the ball in play and, a good distance off the tee, but you're simplifying the next shot.
That will be a great look at birdie. Made par yesterday, this one for birdie. That is some good work right there. Birdie, and one shot closer to the lead. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo back at the fourth. It's the first par 5 on the golf course, Frank.
The litmus test is that first bunker on the left side. If you can get a par, it's going for a little extra. Rich, that is annihilation of a golf ball.
Absolutely love it. I mean, he just tore that thing to pieces.
Rich, there's such a big advantage. You tee it up on a peg there. It should be an easy shot. But remember, this is the most powerful club in the bag. This is the one that you have to nail out of the middle of club face.
Demonstrating there and really all day that he is one of the best drivers of the golf ball in the sport. Wouldn't call it a great approach shot, but it still ends up in the fringe.
A little bit of magic from here. This hole's not over.
Oh, without a doubt, that will be on the highlight reel later tonight. Excellent shot.
Now to the fifth hole, and off the tee, Frank, how do these fairway bunkers sort of factor into your mindset as you prepare to tee off?
Well, if you watch the pros playing the Arnold Palmer Invitational, you see two different strategies here. Just an iron off the tee, give yourself a full shot in, or, well, if you're a longer hitter, take it over that bunker on the left. Happiness is a long, 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 long walk after that one.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Can't hide the flagstick from that man.
Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday. You'll love them, the birdies, and that's another one. Frank, back in 1998, by any chance, do you remember exactly how many golf balls John Daly hit into the water at the sixth?
It was half a dozen. Half a box of golf balls.
Well, he pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. You'll need a bit of force to extract one out of there.
So from the rough back to the fairway, that's the right way to go.
Yeah, didn't take the bait, and at least now he's only going to play the price of a poor tee shot. Still got a good chance, though, getting away with par.
Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Now at the par 3 7th, Frank, it's just under 200 yards.
But it's still quite daunting. A very narrow entry on that left side. So you've got to hit the ball flush off the tee. Really guarantee a carry of that over that right bunker. So it's still a daunting tee shot.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. That is another laser right at the flagstick. Now this for birdie. Came away with par in the previous round. Frankie's playing very well right now.
Starting to show the field a clean set of heels.
Let's move on to the 8th. And Frank, what's ahead here?
Big par 4, just over 450 yards. Ideally, you want to get it down by that bunker where it's nice and flat, because that second shot, you know what's coming up. It's fine.
That was just a beautiful drive and hit it solid and right in the middle. This is position A, right in the fairway, 180 yards to go.
Hazard.
Maybe wet. Frank, this is where a round can get away. You've just knocked it OB.
Yeah, that shot's never going to come back now. So he doesn't want to compile the error.
Can add up quickly, Frank. This already his 4th shot.
Yeah, time to knuckle down. Really wants to hit one of his better shots right now.
And so he is now on top of the leaderboard.
Taking full advantage of all the opportunities out there today.
Rounding out the front 9 here at Bay Hill, 474-yard par 4. Frank, you've played this hole before. Where are you lining up when you step onto the tee here?
There's an out of bounds all the way down the left side that you have to be cognizant of. But that bunker, 290 yards carries it. And yet again, another hole that favors the long hitter. Well, a hard hole after that tee shot has now become an easy hole.
It's the great equalizer. When you can drive the golf ball, Frank, just like that, it opens up so many avenues, and he'll have plenty to choose from here. Looks good. Chance to make a birdie. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
A rather nice shot, I would say.
Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. I thought he made that. Came to the putt, excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, little change in the attitude right now. You've let one go. You've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
And he makes it for par. Excellent front side, trying to keep it going here on the second nine.
He's just playing beautifully, hitting so many good shots, giving himself so many opportunities. Can he keep it going?
Just burning rubber right here. I mean, this one is taken off like a missile.
Just destroyed it. He's going to try and rip the cover off it.
Long drive, but a bad line.
Wicked.
Frank, this ball's in the rough. Anything you change in your technique when a ball's sitting down a little bit?
Yeah, you put the ball back a little bit further in your stance because you're going to get a bit of grass between the ball and the club face. So you have to allow for that and keep that club moving. That grass is going to be that grass is going to create a certain amount of resistance.
So the second of the par four goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
That is a tremendous shot right there. Touch, nerve, had it all. And he has the bottom of the barrel. Another par four here, the 11th. It's just under 440 yards. This time, there's water looming left and then bunkers on the right-hand side. It's a pretty good challenge, Frank.
This hole's very similar to the third hole on the front side. Two bunkers down the right side. Just got to keep it a little left. You don't have to hit driver here.
Outstanding tee shot.
Yeah, ball sitting up. You don't have to worry about the wind or anything there. You just take a full-blooded cut at the second shot from here. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
And it makes the green in regulation. See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yep, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Been pretty good all day from this distance. Just trying to take care of business. Solid par. Frank, the par fives here at Bay Hill so important. What's the 12th like?
570-odd yards. Tee it high, let it fly. Well, when he goes after it like he is here...
Well, this one's sweet, Frank.
Super.
That's a good start to the hole, right down the middle. Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5, his second shot. Just a gutsy shot right there, and a good look at eagle coming up.
It's an awkward length.
He got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
So just a formality. He's made it. Frank, the par 4 13th, relatively short, but not necessarily easy.
Yeah, stringent tee shot. A lot of people are tempted to take a bigger club off the tee. 300 yards runs out of the fairway, but really, what does that give you in?
Par 4 13, Frank, how do you hit this approach shot?
Rich, it's the first par 4 at Bay Hill where the water is actually on the right of the green, and that has to be taken into consideration. Just a little errant shot, and then you're going to be wet. So a little left of the flag, that's where you want to be.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
That incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Frank, one of the things I like about Bay Hill is it requires you to hit clean, strong golf shots, and here's another case at the par 3 14th. It's more than 200 yards.
Another one, really, you've just got to play it through the air. You can't play this like an Open Championship run-up par 3. Must fly it onto the green.
Good chance at one. Regarded as a very accurate player, that shot says it all. 12 feet still to go. So the dominant performance continues.
Well, we're watching two tournaments right now, the one at the top and the rest.
Frank, the 15th, kind of a fun golf hole if you can curve your ball. And that's a huge dogleg to the right, isn't it?
Yeah, it's much easier if you're a right-hander if you cut it down here. If you don't cut it, then make sure you don't run out down that left side.
Look at this. Look at all the power in that coil. Oh my goodness, Frank. Did you see that? He just annihilated that.
He just threw precision out the window. This is all about brute strength, and that is miles.
Frank, this really is a remarkable turn of events, considering that earlier we had pretty much written him off.
Well, we had, and for good reason, too. He was not playing well. It looked like the round was going to continue to go in that direction. But somehow, and believe me, I don't know how, he's just completely turned this round around.
The Bay Hill Club and Lodge features a really exciting finishing stretch. 16 is a reachable par 5. You'll see eagles and birdies there coming home. 17, a very difficult par 3 over the water. The is there, takes an excellent shot. And then 18 is all you want. We know that with the water in front, that second shot which comes over the lake, and that's a hold-your-breath moment. It is a great finishing 3-hole stretch at Bay Hill.
That's a ginormous tee shot.
Frank, this is really one of the fun spots on the golf course. The second shot here to the par 5 16.
It is. It's a cool vista when you're hitting that second shot across the lake. Another high-hanging second shot is really the way to play it. That flag on the left, you've got to make sure you take enough club to at least carry the front third of this green.
Look out. This could be wet, Frank.
It's heading towards the hazard.
Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
Ends up in the first cut, and he'll have a pretty good look at the whole location from here. See if you can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. This for another birdie on this hole on the week. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, par 3 17. Daunting shot. What are you thinking as you step onto this tee?
Just make 3. 2 is a huge bonus. Take 3 in a heartbeat.
Always like this par 3, Frank. Par 3 17. Let me amend that. I like watching the best in the world play it because it can be daunting, especially with the pressure ratcheted up.
When they have the tournament on, this green is brick hard. A little bit downhill. That's about the only advantage you get.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green.
It was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
Frank, chip shot here from just on the fringe. You like to hit this the way you would a putt?
Yeah, I normally take a club that's going to land just on the flat surface of the green, then run from there. Often people take too much loft.
Pretty good shot right there. He has this for par. Good work right there. They'll settle for par. Frank, how'd you like to be a rookie? You're going up against, at the time, the greatest player in the game, the great white shark, Greg Norman, and you hold a 7-iron to win a tournament.
Well, all you had to do was look at the expression on Norman's face as that ball landed and went in.
What did he hit there?
7-iron.
Frank, right where you want to be.
Well, it'd be better if it was on a tee.
Frank, I just love the second shot here at 18. We've seen it so many times. We've seen some great moments, and we've seen some very unfortunate ones as well.
It scares the living daylights out of even the best players in the world. Very skinny entry to this crescent-shaped green on the left side. But if you go down the left, there's those two bunkers that sort of stop you going too far left. If you go straight at it, there's another bunker towards the right. This is so much about, are you swinging good? Do you have the shot? Now I've got to find out.
Can't hide the flagstick from that man.
To win the Orlando Classic.
Comfortably knocks it in.
What a great tournament finish. This one is in the books, and look who finished on top of the leaderboard.
Rich, this has to go down as a classic. Our champion was simply on fire. And I'm looking forward now to see how next week pans out.
NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the final event of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today it's live opening round coverage of the Tour Championship.
Oh, he's winding this one up. Does he have the power, though? I'm loving that balance. Ooh, that is long.
That is a fantastic long shot.
There's no way he could hit that without a tail breeze. Surely that breeze had to help there.
Well, it looks as though they're going to need to use all their strength to sort of hack it out of that rough, missing it off the tee here.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
Solid play, heart of the green.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point.
Still playing even for the day after the par. Tour Championship presented by Coca-Cola from East Lake Golf Club continuing. We're at the 11th hole. It is the only hole on the golf course under 200 yards. It's a 197-yard par 3. Well, Frank, they are in a perfect position now to win the big prize, right where they want to be.
And this is where experience comes into it too. Obviously, we know that anyone in the top 5 controls their destiny, but this is a second shot golf course. So if your game is tailor-made for this venue, this is a perfect opportunity to win it all.
I thought that was in.
Yeah, it looked good. I mean, line, pace, it's hard to be critical of that.
This for par.
That's a nice confidence builder right there. You make those for par, and you keep things steady. Another short par 4 here at the Tour Championship. East Lake Golf Club with a FedEx Cup on the line. The 12th is only 391 yards. What do you make of this hole, Frank?
It's a nice little downhill par 4, Rich, going all the way back down towards East Lake itself. And another positional hole off the tee, leaving just a short iron in. But very deceptive green to read. It's actually fairly flat.
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. Good swing, good shot yet again. coming out of the rough and right up next to the hole. Shouldn't be a problem here.
Now putt for par.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. That's a par, and that keeps the scorecard clean, still even for the round.
This is a good driving hole. From the championship tee box, players will aim just to the right of those fairway bunkers. A left center fairway position is ideal. Right center workable, but it means dealing with the right greenside bunker on the approach. Like many others here at East Lake, the green is sloped from back to front. That's classic Donald Ross, making ball position on the green critical. Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
On the green and looking at a birdie opportunity.
Even par currently. I don't know what they were looking at.
Just a little tap in here. Did the job right there. Straightaway par 4 here at East Lake in the Tour Championship, the 14th, 442 yards. So that sets up a tougher second shot, missing the fairway with the drive, now in the rough. Frank, just into that first cut.
Yeah, it's sitting up. Really, this isn't too bad a situation.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid.
Frank, it's not about getting the ball close to the hole. From that spot,
Well, he had no chance to get it close. I thought he had very, very, very little chance of getting it on the green. So given that, that was a very good shot.
came to the putt, excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, a little change in the attitude right now. You've let one go. You've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
There are just two par fives here at the Tour Championship presented by Coca-Cola. This is the second and last of the 5 pars. The 15th, it is only 525 yards. And if you walk away with par here, you will likely have dropped a shot to the field. This is a chance to make birdie or eagle. Excellent start off the tee. That's a great way to begin this hole. This is always a pivotal shot in the round, the second here at the par 5 15th.
There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. Not his best shot, and now he'll have to deal with a bunker.
Yeah, they say the hardest shot in golf, the next one.
So getting set for a greenside bunker shot. Frank, when I think of the great bunker players in the history of the sport, I think about Gary Player, Seve Ballesteros, whom you knew so well. What did they do that made them so effective on these greenside bunker shots?
They had an attitude for a start that was different. For them, it was they saw possibilities. And they would imagine the amount of sand. Remember, because this is the only shot in golf where you don't have to hit the ball first. So they would really choose the amount of sand behind the ball, whether that was an inch or two. Aim the club at that and made sure they followed through. Rich, I thought he could get this close.
That just was amazing. Just a mind blower right there. Absolutely incredible. He made the shot. Frank, always great to call the action here at East Lake with all the history, with so many good holes, and we saw plenty of outstanding shots today.
And I hope everybody got to enjoy the golf course that Bobby Jones certainly loved, and really it got him into the game. So for all of us here, it's fun to take a little trip down memory lane and also play a great golf course.
I'm Rich Lerner, along with Frank Novelo for EA Sports, saying so long until next time. EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the final leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the PGA Tour season finale.
The ball just took off the face.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Settles in over the putt. Needs a few more of those. That was a good birdie.
Yeah, this time, that one gets him in the top 10.
Now to the first par 3 here at the Tour Championship at East Lake. It is the second hole, 214 yards. And really, to score well at East Lake, players cannot afford to miss the green on the short side of the flagstick, and that's especially true right here. This par 3 plays a bit shorter than the yardage, but it is a must to put the ball on the green. That green slopes dramatically from back to front and from left to right, and is guarded by bunkers on both sides.
He's safely on deck.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track.
Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll. Oh, I thought they'd at least pick up a shot. Birdie looked like a sitter. Now par.
Clean this up with a tap.
Never a bad score on the card. That's par. Hole number 3 is a par 4, just 390 yards.
He's loading up on it.
Look at the coil there.
Just smokes it. This has exploded off the club face.
Ready for a second shot, trying to knock it on the green. On the green, and a chance for birdie. Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday.
Starting to make a nice move. Birdie and 4 under par for the tournament. Here now at the par 4 fourth at East Lake at 440 yards in length. And Frank, I was about to say, well, it stretches out now, gets a little bit longer after the short par 4s to open. Then 440 yards, that's another drive and a wedge for today's players.
It certainly is. The 2 bunkers down the right make you sort of send your tee shot towards that left side of the fairway, but you'd actually rather be in a fairway bunker than that left rough. And one of the reasons why is this green pitches not only back to front, but also from left to right.
This is a good-looking shot. Oh, just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
You get the sense now with that birdie that our young star, so explosive, is setting himself up for a big weekend run. Well, this hole will certainly get the players' attention here at the Tour Championship at East Lake as they battle it out for the $10 million bonus and the FedEx Cup prize. Frank, this is a long par 4, 520 yards.
A little bit like the 4th hole where you think you need to cut off the tee. But if anything, the slope of the fairway, which goes right to left, is going to send that ball to the left anyway. Good tee shot here, one of the narrowest fairways on the golf course. So good tee shot, well required. That's a ginormous tee shot.
Remember, this was converted from a par 5 to a long par 4. It's a tough second shot here at the 5th. Try up next. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knock it in for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it is going to hurt the course.
Doesn't dig into the lead with that par, but Frank, sometimes, and you know this as well as anyone, you just have to kind of maintain your footing out there. This is really one of the most scenic holes on tour all year long, and a fitting spot for the season finale, the Tour Championship presented by Coca-Cola. It's the 6th hole, it's over 200 yards, and there's plenty of blue water out there just to keep a player focused on the task at hand. No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie. And getting ready for the putt. A nice birdie right there.
Could not have come at a better time. 3rd place now.
On to the 7th hole here at East Lake in the Tour Championship. He pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. You'll need a bit of force to extract one out of there.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Well, he gave us a demonstration today why he's one of the best in the sport. Every green hit in regulation. He'd settle for par here. Moves up into 2nd place with that par.
So he's got his eyes well entrenched on the leader.
Here's another dogleg to the left at East Lake in the Tour Championship. It's the 405-yard par 4 8th hole, and position is paramount here off the tee. You see those 3 fairway bunkers along the left side. You need to avoid those. You want to be positioned on the right. If you get it down that right side in the fairway, you'll have a good chance to attack the hole location. So the golf ball ends up in that first cut. It's a little bit less than 2 inches. You can see the golf ball. Should be able to get at it, but may not be able to control the spin. We'll see. How about that shot? From that lie to get it that close, tremendous effort. Locked in on the read and the speed. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Frank, looks like pars are just not good enough at this stage of the tournament.
Yeah, scoring's way too good today, Rich.
Now to hole number 9, 600-yard par 5, and it's the first par 5 of the round. Kidding me? Come on, you can't hit a ball that hard.
That is crushing it beyond all crushing.
Beautiful rhythmic swing right there and right down Peachtree. Frank, you want to make something happen here on the second shot at the par 5 ninth. What's the best way to go about it?
Something that lands that front left side of the green, Rich. The whole shape of the green's going to kick that ball all the way around to the right side.
Well, that's how you play the game, right there. And he's third here at the par 5. Wow, Frank, I did not expect that. Eagle. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Gave that the full treatment. Get up. In the fairway here at the 10th, nice way to start off the back 9. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Early part of this second 9 and a good approach shot. And now, pretty good chance for birdie. Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round. Putting up some impressive numbers out here now, 9 under for the tournament. Tour Championship presented by Coca-Cola from East Lake Golf Club continuing. We're at the 11th hole. It is the only hole on the golf course under 200 yards. It's a 197-yard par 3. Well, you can hear it right off the center of the club face. This has a chance to be close. That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Another short par 4 here at the Tour Championship. East Lake Golf Club with a FedEx Cup on the line. The 12th is only 391 yards. What do you make of this hole, Frank?
It's a nice little downhill par 4, Rich, going all the way back down towards East Lake itself. And another positional hole off the tee, leaving just a short iron in. But very deceptive green to read. It's actually fairly flat.
And it makes the green in regulation. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Now teeing off here at the 13th. Now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. With that ball sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Frank, what has stood out for you watching this player into these wins?
A lot of smart decisions, not trying to fight the win, using it, and really just a lot of good strikes, one after the other.
Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie.
Really. This is an awkward length.
Who knows? It is a 4-round tournament, setting himself up for a good weekend, maybe a great one. The young star makes his birdie. Straightaway par 4 here at East Lake in the Tour Championship, the 14th, 442 yards.
Oh, he's winding this one up. Does he have the power, though?
And that ball is absolutely scorched. Just hit a seed out there.
That's an absolute beauty.
The approach now to the 14th hole. Frank, what do you look to do here?
It's the opposite of 13. Now you're going straight downhill. But the green slopes in the other direction, so don't get too cavalier here. You've got to pitch that ball just slightly short of the flag.
Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Made par yesterday. This one for birdie. Racking them and stacking them. That's 12 under par now for the tournament. There are just 2 par 5s here at the Tour Championship presented by Coca-Cola. This is the second and last of the 5 pars. The 15th, it is only 525 yards. And if you walk away with par here, you will likely have dropped the shot to the field. There's a chance to make birdie or eagle.
I'm loving that balance.
Interesting, with the almost space-age advancements in golf equipment, what with new, lighter materials, and with the increased focus on fitness and strength, players are hitting the ball longer than ever. That has forced architects to lengthen the golf courses without sacrificing the integrity or the shot value of the original design. Good swing, good shot yet again.
He's like cyber vision. Shot after shot, right at the flag.
Just dialed in. And getting ready for the putt. Just sensational golf, and he finishes it off with an eagle. Tour Championship nearing its conclusion, coming to the 16th hole. It is a challenging par 4 at 481 yards. Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Frank, downhill shot here. Will he have to take it just a little bit easier?
Yeah, be careful with the ball position as well. If you play the ball too far forward and try and scoop it, it's not going to work.
That's an outstanding shot right there, and it sets up a really good look at birdie. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. So close. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Just a tap in to finish the hole. Did the job right there. Another stout par 4 as we get closer to the finish here at East Lake Golf Club in the Tour Championship. The 17th is 455 yards. Really powering up here.
Can we get a measure on that one? That's enormous.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
Putting on a show, this tournament moves to 15 under par. Now to the 18th, and a most unusual way to finish the round and really finish the season with a par 3. It's a tough one. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
That was like Usain Bolt, Frank, right through the tape.
Yeah, that first step, that was never going to stop.
Second shot coming out of the rough here.
Oh, that was solid, Rich. This one's safely on.
Getting set now over the putt. So a tough way to close the round, missing a short putt and a bogey here at 18. Just a couple of feet. That's a bogey, but still in the lead.
We start to see shots in hand, really valuable.
So all the scores have been posted for round number 2, and look who is on top of the leaderboard, Frank.
Yeah, with 2 very solid rounds of golf. Key right now, just stay out of your own way and keep it up. The pressure will start to build. We know that as you get closer to the end of this tournament.